Good day, good day, good day, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to SIP with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa. This is SIP, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. So, welcome to Morning SIP. I use the technology of spiritual psychology, spiritual practices, and universal principles to support people in disrupting limiting patterns of thinking, limiting patterns of believing, limiting patterns of behaving by prioritizing their mind and their heart to reveal the healing from within. This is my mission. This is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. I am an ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, a spiritual life coach, and the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Center for Spiritual Living, a new thought center in New York. So if you need support, reach out. Reach out, contact me. You can do so by sending me a direct message through Facebook or YouTube, and we will set up some time to talk. I am currently accepting new clients starting in September. So without further delay, reach out. Reach out so that we can connect. All right? All right, everybody. It's wonderful to be with you all today. Good day, Abby. It's good to see you. Hello, beautiful Red Melissa. It's great to be with you tonight because it's nighttime where Abby is, y'all, because she's in Australia. How fabulous is that? Good day, Garrett. It's good to see you. And I think, Garrett, are you in South Africa? I can't remember. But we are all over. Michelle from LA. Good day, Michelle. Yes, Stacy, it's good to see you. We ready for the morning sip. Yes, we are. And Linda, good, beautiful morning from the mountains of Colorado. All right, y'all. Good day, everyone. Good day to everyone who's just watching. It's okay. You could just watch. Good day to everybody who's joining me on Instagram. It's good to see you all also. So, the first thing I need to do is clean my glasses, y'all, because I can't see. They're all blurry. So let me just wipe those clean, because how we see has a lot to do with what we perceive. Yes, because our theme this week is what? Perception. So we want to see through a clear lens, don't we, Garrett? Yes, we do. We want to see through a clear lens. All right, y'all. So I am so excited. And let me tell you why. So this morning, I was preparing for SIP after I do all my morning stuff. And I kept going to different books looking for a story that I could use as an example of the power of perception, right? So I looked through something from Emmett Till. I looked through something from Abraham Hicks. I looked through something through Eckhart Tolle. I looked at Ernest Holmes. I looked at Willis Kinnear. I looked at Mark Nepo. I was just going, right? And so I finally settled on a story that I found in the Book of Awakenings by Mark Nepo. So I said, okay, that's what I'll do. And then I got myself together for the show. So oftentimes when I'm getting ready for the show, I will listen to my Soul Brothers show. If you don't know, Sekou Wright's show, the Be Your Own Hero show, which is on at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time on New Thought Media Network and on Sekou Wright's at Facebook and on YouTube, right? So this morning I have on the show as I'm getting ready. And Sekou is telling this story, right? So I'm listening to the story and I'm all into the story, all the things that happen. If you want to hear the story, listen to the replay of Sekou Wright's show from today. It's riveting. It's riveting, right? So I'm, finishing up. And then I said, that's the story. This story that Sekou is sharing about what happened in his neighborhood yesterday is all about perception. It's all about perception. So Sekou got what he needed from it. And guess what, y'all? I got what I needed from it. And now I'm going to give it to you. All right. So let's start with the definition again. Perception is a way of perceiving, it is awareness, it is consciousness, it is view, right? And the origins of the word, the vibration of the word is what I like to say is taking in. What are you taking in, right? Because when we perceive things, we are taking it in, right? We're taking it in through our energy because everything is energy, yes? So we're taking it in through energy, through the frequency, yes? All right. All right. Yeah, say cool. Yeah, boy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for today's sip. So, I've been asking this question this week. What is your perception of yourself? What is your perception of life? What is your perception of life? Is your perception of life that life is hard, that life is a struggle, that nothing ever works out for me, that one good thing happens means that a bad thing is going to happen? Is your perception of life uh I don't know. What is your perception of life, right? A good question to ask ourselves. What is your perception of your relationships? Your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your partners, your relationships at work, your relationship with your next door neighbor. What are your perceptions about your relationship with yourself, with your relationship with the divine, with the universe? What are your perceptions? Perceptions are everything. Perception is your personal reality. It's your personal reality. It is the way in which you view the world. It is the lens that you see things through. Yes? All right, y'all. So I'm going to get straight to it because I have all this other stuff to share, but we're going to go straight to it. So say cool, and I'm going to do it real quick because I want you to get the details by going and listening to his show, watching his show today. The replay. Go to YouTube, Sekou Wrights. It's all there. So, in a nutshell, yesterday there was a situation in the neighborhood where Sekou lives. Now, I heard about this on the radio, right? Because I turn on 1010 Winds really to get the weather and hear like highlights or whatever. And so they mentioned this. It didn't register to me that this was in Sekou's neighborhood. So I got what I needed and then I kept it moving. Turn it off. I turned on a podcast and kept it moving. So this morning I'm hearing the details. So apparently, I think it was a crane hit a building and then swung and hit another building, right? That's what the video looked like that Sekou showed today. So this is a couple of blocks from where he lives. So what they did in his building was they evacuated everybody. Everyone had to leave the building. Why? Precaution? Maybe. I don't know because it's blocks away. It's blocks away, right? And I think there might have been smoke and debris and all those things. And so they have everybody outside, which to me, I'm like, huh? Why is everybody outside? But anyway, neither here nor there. Sekou is with, the people that live in his building, the people that live on the block, and everybody is outside. Someone sent him a video of what happened, which he sees later on. And Sekou decides that he is going to do some things that he's been wanting to do. automatically, right? He shared that he went and got a bagel and something to drink that he never had before. He shared that he went to the movies, he went to the bank, he was taking care of business. Everybody else, just about, because there could have been others who follow say cool, but we don't know. We don't know. But let's just say the majority of the people stood around the building talking about what happened, what they think happened, what's going to happen because of what happened, and in complaint and in all of the boo ha ha about that, right? Now, what is Sekou doing? Sekou is going in the coffee shop, ordering something he's been wanting, getting a bagel he's never had before, going to the bank to take care of business. He got an idea. He went to the movies. He got an idea while he was watching the movie about Tom Cruise. All of these things. Why? Because of Sekou's perception of what was happening, not to him, because nothing was happening to anybody in his building on that block. Blessings to anyone who got hurt that was in the building that got hit and that might have been hurt from the debris, right? Blessings and light to them. But the people who were in Sekou's vicinity were fine, right? But you wouldn't know it by what they were talking about what had happened or what was happening. Their perception was what? Right? And this is no shade, y'all. Please understand, this is what we do when we are unconscious, when we are following the ordinary. And I talked about this in a previous sip recently. I don't know if it was reciprocal. I forget what series it was, but I was speaking from Thomas Trower's writing from the Edinburgh lectures. And he talks about ordinary consciousness and enlightened intelligence. And so the majority of the people, when things happen, they are perceiving through ordinary consciousness or ordinary unconsciousness or ordinary intelligence, right? And then there are those of us, and Sekou is one of them, and I am sure many of you in the Congregation of Joy are also perceive through enlightened intelligence. They perceive through not why is this happening to me, but why is this happening for me? What is the opportunity here? And that is the power of perception. The same set of circumstance, hear me, the same set of circumstances, right? Everybody has the same set of circumstances, but the way in which they are seeing it is totally different, right? Just following the path, following that collective consciousness of, we can say, victim consciousness, right? Because this is happening to me. It's messing up my whole day. I got to go to work. I got to get my things, all of that, right? And then the wonderful thing that people get to do when they're in that vibration of complaint and victim is they get to embellish the story and they get to tell the story over and over and over again. And they get to talk about it for days, right? And so there will be people who will feed on that story, right? But there's an opportunity for us to nourish ourselves in another way, right? Through our enlightened intelligence, by perceiving through the lens of everything. Everything is happening for my highest good. Everything works for me. My day gets better and better and better every single second, right? That is how we get to perceive. That is our perception of our life. When I say, how do you perceive your life? This is what I'm talking about. to perceive our life, to have the perception that life is working for you because life is working through you. And then the wonderful deliciousness that happens is that you attract more good to you. Your mind just is automatically saying, "Ooh, I could have that bagel I never had before. Oh, I could have that drink that for whatever reason I never ordered before. Oh, listen to this idea that just came to my mind. Ah, let me just go to the movie and see what's there for me." We get to have that based on what we are looking at, our view, what we are taking in. Sekou didn't take in the fact that this crane hit this building and we had to evacuate. And, oh, Sekou, you should have listened to your intuition and got your laptop. But there are no mistakes because maybe if you had gotten your laptop, Sekou, you might not have done all those other wonderful things that you did. If you got your laptop, I don't know if you would have gone to the movies and had this great idea come through. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. But there are no mistakes, right? So we get to always be in the choice, right? Our perception is a conscious choice that we get to make about everything, about everything. But to make a conscious choice, what is required? Consciousness, right? And some of us, God bless everyone, is living unconsciously, is living through somebody else's lens, is living the way that the world perceives life. And what I want you to know that the greatest perception, the greatest lens by which we can view life is through the lens of God, through the lens of the universe, through the lens of love, through the lens of abundance, through the lens of joy, through the lens of peace. That's a choice that we get to make. This is perception in action. So thank you, my soul brother Sekou, for giving me my story today. For giving me my story today. Yes, 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 yes. So there you have it, y'all. Let me check in with the comments. Oh, yes, Sekou. All right. Fee King. My perception of self is finally more positive. My perception of self is quite different from my family's perception of me. And that's a word right there because our conditioning when we are children, even in vitro, impacts our perception of life. Is it safe or not? Am I loved or not? Do I feel worthy or not? Right? These are the things that get implanted when we are children, babies, right? From like in vitro to about 6 or 7 years old. It's so critical what we pour into our children, what they are taking in from us. Thank you for sharing that, Fee. All right, Bonnie, it's good to see you. Amen to you too, love. Yes, it was a powerful testimony, Sekou shared. And thank God no one got hurt. Oh, good. Oh, good. I hope no one got hurt. Yes, the perception of fear and lack. Woo! That's a whole nother sip, Fee. That's a whole nother sip. Yes, yes. Inspired this morning. Yes, 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 yes. Perception of being attached to things too. Yes, absolutely, Bonnie. Oh, yes to all of that. Thank you for sharing so much. I'm glad this is resonating. Yes, yes, yes. And Linda, I desire to perceive outside of race consciousness, for Holmes would have referred to it. Yes. When I follow my intuition, my perception is wiser. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And why is it wiser? Why is your perception wiser? Because you're following your intuition. Intuition is about being in tuned. And what are you in tune to? Right? You're in tune to that higher consciousness. You're in tune to the power, using the power of good, right? That's what you're in tune to. You're in tune to God working through you, right? That's what you're in tune to, and you're seeing through your spiritual eyes, listening with your spiritual ears. It is all in alignment. So check your perception, right? That that crane wrecked the building. Don't let your perception wreck you. Don't let your perception wreck you. At a drop of a dime, you can shift in an instant, but you have to be present in the here and in the now, right? You have to be in that enlightened intelligence, fully present within yourself, right? Not letting anything else in, right? Sekou didn't let any of the other chatter that was going on with all the peoples, right? He went within and he moved, right? So we have a perception that we are to do something, and then we just sit in the perception. We got to take action. Yes, we have to activate the perception. Yes. All right, y'all. All right. That's what I got for y'all today. You'll see I was hyped when I was listening to Sekou's story. I hope that it resonates. I hope that if you don't get this message, that you got some message that is beneficial to you doing something differently to heighten your life. Yes? All right. All right. All right. So, let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So, I want to give a shout out today to my father. He's not going to see this because he's not on social media, but I might send it to him. Today is my father's birthday. So, happy birthday to my father, Johnny Mora. I'm so glad you're on the planet, and I love you so much. So, happy birthday to my father. I also want to announce that on Friday, tomorrow, I will be a guest on the Feed King Show at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook. So please watch. I can't wait for this time with Fee. We gonna have a good time. Imagine that. Red Melissa and Fee. Y'all know it's gonna be something good. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you, Fee, for the invitation. Sunday this weekend is our Sunday in Praise. And on Sunday at 10:30 is the other sip where I share an inspirational talk. And the inspirational talk that I'm going to share this Sunday is about perception. So it's an old sip that I did a couple of years ago. And it was called the series, which is funny. The series was called Sheep. The series was called Sheep, and Sheep stood for. Let me tell you what Sheep was, an acronym for: subconscious habits explain every perception. Subconscious habits explain every perception. So that was the Sheep series. So I'm going to share the perception episode from the Sheep series. And that was really funny because every time I said sheep, Sekou was my producer at the time, he would put up a picture of all these sheep. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. So join me for that 10:30 a.m. on Sunday Eastern Time on New Thought Media Network and on Facebook and YouTube. Also at 10:30 a.m., I am the spiritual director of Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, and we have our service at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's virtual this Sunday. This Sunday is the fifth Sunday, so our practitioner team will be leading the service. So it's our practitioner Sunday. It's going to be wonderful. We're wrapping up our July theme, which is speaking truth to circumstances. And the practitioner team is going to support everyone in creating a self care plan to support yourself when you go through life circumstances, because we all go through circumstances, right? So please join us for that. You can go to the website, rocklandcsl.org, click on Sunday service, and the Zoom link is there, or you could watch the live stream on Facebook. Okay? Also, mark your calendars for meditation with the moon. The next meditation with the moon is on August 1st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a nighttime sip, okay? So we do a full spiritual practice. It's not like this. It's totally different. We meditate with the moon. I share some information about the moon, and we do a full spiritual practice with the moon. And this moon is another super moon. So we're going to release all that super stuff that might be holding us back. Yes, we're going to let it go. So please join me for that right where you're watching me now. And I think that's it. I think that's all the joy news that I want to share today. I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to wrap up perception, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Those of you who are new to Sit with Rev Melissa, go to my YouTube channel, I am Rev Melissa. Please subscribe and support and spread the joy news to your circle also. I truly would appreciate that. So let me check in on comments before I say toodaloo. All right. All right. You're welcome, Garrett. You're welcome, love. Uh, Wayne said, I don't know, Wayne. Wayne said, race mind that always makes me feel jazzy. All right. Whatever floats your boat, love. Okay. Bonnie, thank you, love. You are so good also. Thank you, Abby. This is great. It causes us to think for ourselves and not be influenced by others. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Right, Bonnie. Don't believe everything you think. Girl, that's a word right there. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, we're going to have a good time on Friday, Fee and I. Thank you, Shay. Yes, catch you on the replay. All right, loves. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful today, because that's all we have is this right now moment. So make it good for you. Make it good for you, and make it good for as many other people that you can, by being kind, by being gracious, by being the example of peace that the world needs. So, peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.